Beamy, 23, diagnosed autism and zero game. Match with Hannah on Tinder. Big titty goth GF material. Black hair, pale skin, posts Edgar Allan Poe, quotes unironically. She's into crystals and tarot cards, major red flags everywhere. But dem titties though, brain shuts off completely. First date, she brings crystals to coffee shop. These will align our chakras, Anon. My face when she pulls out literal rocks. Autism kicks in, blurt out, sorry, I'm colorblind. I can't see red. Things properly till she gasps. Oh my God, that's so tragic. Suddenly I'm a victim instead of weirdo. Big brain move activated. She starts explaining every red thing around us. That's a red car, that's a red sign. Nodding along like I give a damn. That feel when you accidentally create perfect excuse every time she shows red flag behavior. Sorry babe, colorblind, can't see it. She thinks I'm wholesome disabled boyfriend. Meanwhile, I'm planning this scam long term. Second date, she brings astrology chart. Starts explaining why Mercury and Gatorade means we're soulmates. Anon, you're such a Pisces energy. Bitch, I'm a Scorpio, but whatever. Nod and smile, focus on the plot. She invites me over. Apartment smells like incense and regret. Walls covered in dream catchers and feminist quotes. Red flags literally everywhere. Claim I can't see them. Wow, your place looks so neutral to me. She melts, thinks she's dating innocent pure boy. We start hooking up regularly, goth GF achieved. But autism brain gets bored after 2 weeks. Start browsing Tinder again like degenerate. Match with Emma. Basic Starbucks girl. Blonde, fake tan, loves avocado toast. Complete opposite of Hannah. Variety is spice of life. Tell Emma I'm between relationships. Technically true. If you squint hard enough, start juggling both girls like circus act. Hannah thinks we're exclusive gothic romance. Emma thinks we're casual dating situation. My face when I'm living double life successfully. Hannah starts leaving crystals at my place for protection and positive energy. Meanwhile, Emma leaves scrunchies and White Claw cans. Apartment becomes battlefield of aesthetic choices. One day, Hannah finds blonde hair on my pillow. Anon, whose hair is this? Panic mode, autism brain malfunctions. Probably yours, but I can't see the color difference. Anon, this is clearly blonde. All hair looks the same color to me, babe. She buys it because I'm disabled. That feel when colorblind excuse saves my ass again. Getting cockier with lies, hubris building. Start bringing both girls to same places, different days. Bartender at local dive recognizes me. Hey, Anon, where's your goth girlfriend? Emma standing right there looking confused. I don't know any goths, I say smoothly. Bartender gives me weird look but serves drinks. Emma asks about goth comment later. Probably confused me with someone else. All metalheads look the same anyway. Casual racism deflection works every time. Weeks pass, system functioning perfectly. Hannah planning our 6-month anniversary. Emma talking about meeting her parents. My face when I'm in too deep. Decide to escalate situation like psychopath. Tell Hannah I want to meet her friends. Tell Emma same thing, different night. Autism brain thinks this is sustainable. Hannah introduces me to coven of goth girls, all wearing black, discussing witch stuff seriously. Anon's colorblind so he can't see our auras. They think this makes me spiritually pure. One girl named Zoe starts flirting hard. Colorblind guys are so mysterious. Brain immediately calculates threesome possibilities that feel when you're corrupting entire friend group. Emma's friends are basic sorority types, all blonde, all named variations of Ashley. They quiz me about zodiac compatibility. What's your rising sign, Anon? Colorblind, can't see rising things. They nod like this makes perfect sense. One friend, Chloe, slips me her number. Call me if Emma gets boring. Now juggling 4 potential situations. Autism overconfidence reaching dangerous levels. Hannah starts getting suspicious about my schedule. You're always busy on weekends now. Just work stuff, babe. What kind of work happens Saturdays? Colorblind people work different hours. Running out of believable excuses. Emma notices I never post her on social media. Why don't you share photos of us? Colorblind people don't understand photography. She looks confused but accepts it. My face when lies getting more ridiculous. Decide to plan elaborate scheme. Tell both girls I'm going to colorblind support group. Actually meeting Zoe from Hannah's friend group. She wants to experiment with spiritually pure guy. We hook up at her place covered in crystals. She keeps saying your disability is so hot. Autism brain cannot compute this fetish that feel when you're cheating on 2 girlfriends. Zoe starts texting constantly after hookup. When can we realign our chakras again? Now managing 3 girls plus Chloe's texts. Getting notifications from 4 different thoughts. Phone buzzing like vibrator factory. Hannah notices increased phone activity. Who keeps texting you Anon? Colorblind support group is very active. They text this much about colors? You wouldn't understand the struggle. Guilt trip deflection working perfectly. Emma catches me texting during dinner. Pay attention to me. Sorry, disability advocacy stuff. She feels bad for complaining. Manipulation game reaching final boss level. Chloe finally corners me at coffee shop. I know you're dating Emma. We're just friends. I saw you making out last week. Colorblind people show affection differently. She's not buying this excuse anymore. Autism panic setting in hard. That feel when House of Cards wobbling. Hannah plans surprise visit to my apartment. Shows up while Emma's there doing homework. Both girls staring at each other confused. Anon, who is this blonde girl? My cousin visiting from Ohio. Emma looks at me like I'm insane. I'm not your freaking cousin. Hannah's goth brain processing information slowly. Anon, why would you lie about family? Autism meltdown commencing in 3, 2, 1. Blurred out, I can see colors fine. Dead silence fills apartment. Hannah's face goes through 5 stages of grief. Emma realizes she's been secondary girlfriend. Both girls start yelling simultaneously. You manipulative piece of shit. How could you lie about disability? My face when both relationships imploding. Hannah throws crystals at my head. May your chakras be cursed forever. Emma dumps her Starbucks on my laptop. Hope your colorblind ass can see this. They storm out together, plotting revenge. That feel when enemies unite against common target. Check social media, both girls posting about me. Hannah's Instagram story. Beware fake colorblind fuckboys. Emma's TikTok. Story time about Psycho X. Autism brain realizes I'm about to get canceled. Zoe texts. Hannah told me everything. You're sick. Chloe sends screenshot of group chat roasting me. All 4 girls comparing notes about my lies. My face when they're building case against me. Decide to double down on stupidity. Post Facebook status. Just got diagnosed with super color blindness. Can't see any colors now. Very tragic. The comment section becomes warfare zone. Hannah, you literally picked out red shirt yesterday. Emma, stop lying and get therapy. Random friends asking what the hell happened. Parents see drama. Mom calls concerned. Anon, are you really colorblind? No, Mom, I was just trying to date goths. That's not how dating works, son. Autism, shame reaching critical mass. That feel when entire social circle knows truth. Hannah starts dating some actual goth guy. Post pictures of them at poetry readings. Caption, finally found someone genuine. Emma rebounds with Chad from her gym. They're doing couples workouts on Instagram. Caption, honesty is the best foundation. Both girls happier without my autistic chaos. Zoe joins polyamorous commune. Chloe starts dating Emma's ex-boyfriend. Entire social network has moved on. Meanwhile, I'm alone with fake disability reputation. Try dating apps again. Girls recognize my photos. Aren't you that colorblind liar? Duchesne, reputation preceding me everywhere now. That feel when consequences catching up. Attempt damage control by claiming mental illness. I was having breakdown, not thinking clearly. Nobody buying redemption arc bullshit. Friends start avoiding me at parties. Here comes colorblind Anon. Become local meme about fake disabilities. My face when I'm village idiot now. Parents suggest therapy for compulsive lying. Therapist asks about pattern of deception. Explain colorblind scheme in detail. She looks horrified. At my autism logic. Why didn't you just try being honest? Because honesty doesn't get big titty goth GFs. She prescribes medication for something that feel when even professionals give up. Months later, still single and reputation ruined. See Hannah at coffee shop with new boyfriend. He's actually colorblind, wearing special glasses. They're happy discussing color theory together. Realize I could have just learned about colors, but autism brain chose chaos instead. Emma walks by with Chad. They're engaged now. She sees me, whispers something to him. He looks at me like I'm dangerous predator, cross street to avoid confrontation. My face when I created my own exile, sitting alone in an apartment surrounded by regret. No crystals, no scrunchies, just empty beer cans. Autism. Brain finally processing consequences that feel when you played yourself completely. Try to text apologies to all 4 girls. All numbers blocked across every platform. Social media presence reduced to family only. Become cautionary tale about dating deception. Friends share story at parties as entertainment. Remember when Anon pretended to be colorblind? Legacy cemented as local dating disaster. Parents still asking if I need vision test. No, mom, I can see colors fine. Then why did you tell those girls otherwise? Autism brain has no logical explanation. That feel when you're your own worst enemy. Lying in bed staring at ceiling. Room actually looks pretty colorful now. Red flags everywhere if I'm being honest. But mostly just darkness and loneliness. Decide to hit up dating apps one more time. Update bio. Reformed colorblind guy seeks forgiveness. Nobody swipes right for weeks. Autism desperation reaching new depths. Try speed dating event at local community center. Girl asks about hobbies. I used to fake disabilities for dating. She immediately gets up and leaves. Next girl already heard about me. Aren't you colorblind? Anon from TikTok. My face when I'm internet famous for wrong reasons. That feel when meme status achieved through failure. Attempt online dating. Coach consultation. What's your biggest dating obstacle? I destroyed 4 relationships by faking color blindness. Coach stares at screen for full minute. I think you need different kind of professional help. Even experts don't want to touch this train wreck. Parents start setting up blind dates with family friends. Maybe Rebecca's daughter would like you. Meet her at Applebee's. Conversation going okay. She asks about past relationships. It's complicated. How complicated? Autism brain decides honesty might work. Explain entire colorblind saga in detail. She calls her mom to pick her up immediately. I have emergency at home. She lies badly. My face when even I can see through her excuse. That feel when you've become the red flag. Mom gets angry phone call from Rebecca. What kind of son are you raising? Parents start. Questioning their parenting methods. Dad asks if I need intervention. No, Dad, I just made some mistakes. Faking disabilities isn't mistakes, it's psychotic. Autism, shame spiral intensifying daily. Decide to move to different city for fresh start. Pack belongings, mostly just depression and regret. Hannah's crystals still under my bed somehow. Throw them in garbage. They probably cursed anyway. Emma's scrunchie stuck to my dresser. Keep it as reminder of better times. That feel when moving doesn't erase digital footprint. New city, same internet, same reputation. Girls still finding my dating profiles. Wait, you're the colorblind liar. Screenshots getting shared across state lines. Become interstate meme about dating disasters. My face when fame follows me everywhere. Try changing name on social media. Formerly known as Colorblind Anon. Doesn't fool anyone. Autism brain, not strategic. Consider legally changing name entirely. Lawyer asks why I need identity change. Explain colorblind dating scheme. He looks concerned about my mental health. That's not typically grounds for name change. What if I say it's witness protection? From who? The goth community. Even legal professionals roasting me now. That feel when jokes write themselves. Eventually give up on dating completely. Focus on work and hobbies instead. Learn actual facts about color blindness. Ironically, become expert on thing I faked for months. Coworkers ask about my research. Just personal interest. Can't admit it started as dating scam. Autism. Brain creating new lies to cover old ones. Cycle of deception continues in smaller ways. My face when I'm still lying habitually. 6 months later, Hannah posts engagement photos. Her fiancé actually colorblind wearing special glasses. Caption, found my soulmate who sees world differently. Realized she got exactly what I pretended to be, that feel when karma has sense of humor. Emma posts pregnancy announcement with Chad. They're glowing with happiness and honesty. Meanwhile, I'm glowing with monitor light alone. Zoe moved to California for spiritual awakening. Chloe married some accountant named Brad. All 4 girls living better lives post Anon, become cautionary tale in their friend groups. Remember that psycho who faked being colorblind? Legacy preserved in group chat screenshots. My face when I'm folklore now. Parents still bring up incident at family dinners. Remember when Anon pretended he couldn't see red? Cousins laugh. Aunts shake their heads disapprovingly. Become family example of what not to do. That feel when your generational disappointment. Lying alone in new apartment. Staring at actual red flags I bought ironically. Room decorated with my failures. No crystals, no scrunchies, just pure cringe. Autism, brain finally accepting consequences. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. Be me, dating Grace for 8 months. She's sweet but vanilla. Sister Lily is fire though. Lily visits for weekend, wearing shorts that should be illegal. Grace working double shifts all weekend. Friday night, Grace leaves for work. Lily asks if I want to watch movie. Obviously say yes, opportunity knocking. We're watching some rom-com. She keeps getting closer on couch. Her assets are definitely more impressive than Grace's assets. Movie ends, she stretches and accidentally brushes against me. Blood rushing to wrong head immediately. I'm going to bed, Anon, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Winks and walks away, swaying those hips. Saturday morning, Grace leaves early again. Lily making breakfast in tiny pajamas. Can see everything through that thin fabric. Want some sausage with your eggs? She asks innocently. Double meaning hitting harder than freight train. We're eating breakfast. She drops fork and bends over slowly. Definitely not wearing anything underneath those shorts. Oops, so clumsy in the morning, she giggles, playing innocent while being complete thought. Grace texts saying she'll be late again tonight. Lily reading over my shoulder, perfume making me dizzy. Guess it's just us again tonight, Anon. Hand resting on my shoulder longer than necessary. Evening comes. Lily suggests we order pizza and drink wine. Red wine making her cheeks flush prettily. 3 glasses in, she's sitting way too close again. Hand keeps touching my arm when she laughs. You know, Anon, Grace doesn't appreciate what she has, looking directly at my lips while talking. 4th glass hits different. We're both tipsy and boundaries getting blurry. She leans in closer for balance. I've always wondered what it would be like, she whispers. Her lips inches from mine now. Logic screaming to stop, but other parts screaming louder. Lean in and kiss her soft lips. She responds immediately. One thing leads to another. This escalates faster than cryptocurrency crash. Reality hits afterward. Just crossed line with girlfriend's sister. Definitely not winning brother-in-law of year award. That was amazing, Anon, but Grace can never know. She's tracing circles on my chest playfully. Sunday morning, Grace comes home early, finds us having coffee together, acting completely normal somehow. How was your weekend, you two? Grace asks suspiciously. Lily and I exchange quick glances. Just watched movies and talked, boring sister stuff. Lily lies smoother than butter on hot toast. Grace seems satisfied, hugs both of us goodbye, guilt hitting like sledgehammer to chest. Lily leaves that afternoon, whispers call me when Grace isn't looking. Slips phone number discreetly. Week passes normally, Grace being affectionate and trusting. Feel like complete garbage human being. Lily texting constantly, sending risky photos when Grace at work. Girl has zero chill whatsoever. Grace planning romantic dinner for our anniversary next week. Meanwhile, texting her sister behind back. Friday night, Grace working late again. Lily shows up unannounced. Surprise, thought we could hang out. Grace excited her sister visiting, makes plans for girls' day tomorrow. I'm sweating bullets constantly. That night, Grace falls asleep early. Lily sneaks into our bedroom. This chick absolutely fearless. Almost get caught when Grace stirs. Lily pretends to look for bathroom. Most dangerous game of hide and seek ever. Saturday morning, Grace dragging Lily shopping. I stay home feeling conflicted. Phone buzzing with texts immediately. Lily sending photos from dressing room, trying on lingerie. What do you think for tonight? They come home with bags, Grace excited about new dress. Lily modeling clothes innocently for both. Sunday, Lily leaves again, but now visits becoming regular occurrence. Grace thinks they're bonding wonderfully. Month passes, secret relationship getting more intense. Lily talking about leaving her boyfriend soon. Grace mentions how happy she is that Lily likes me. She said you're perfect for family. Irony hitting harder than Mike Tyson in his prime. Perfect for family in wrong ways. Halloween party at Grace's friend's house. Lily shows up in slutty nurse costume. Grace dressed as Angel. Spending night trying not to stare at Lily's cleavage. Grace introducing her around as my sweet sister. Lily finds excuse to corner me in kitchen alone. Meet me upstairs in 5 minutes. Sneak upstairs while Grace chatting with friends. Lily showing me her family photos very enthusiastically. Return to party separately. Grace none the wiser. Lily winking at me across crowded room annoyingly. Thanksgiving approaching. Grace inviting whole family over for dinner, including parents and obviously Lily. It'll be perfect, Anon. You can really get to know everyone. If only she knew how well. Thanksgiving Day arrives, helping Grace cook while texting Lily upstairs. Family dynamics getting weird. Dinner goes smoothly, Lily playing innocent daughter perfectly. Grace's parents love me, apparently. After dinner, Grace doing dishes, Lily offers to show me family photos upstairs. Parents watching football. Family photos means awkward conversation about Grace's childhood embarrassments. Girl absolutely cannot control herself around secrets. Return downstairs, Grace thanking me for being so welcoming to family. Guilt multiplying exponentially faster. Christmas plans forming. Grace wants to spend holidays with my family. Lily will definitely tag along. December arrives. Relationship with Grace getting more serious. She mentions moving in together soon. Meanwhile, Lily getting more demanding. Wants me to break up with Grace. We could be together properly. Tell her it's complicated. Grace would be devastated. Lily getting frustrated with situation clearly. Christmas Eve dinner at my parents' house, both sisters attending. Mom loves them both. Immediately. Lily cornering me in garage while Grace helping Mom cook. Choose Anon, her or me. Tell her I need time to think. She storms off angry, tells Grace she's leaving early. Grace upset her sister left, blames herself for something. Spending night comforting her instead. New Year's Eve party, Grace excited for fresh start. Lily texting angry messages constantly. If you don't choose me soon, I'll tell Grace everything. Threat level escalating rapidly. Ignore threats, focus on Grace who's talking about engagement rings. Situation spiraling out of control. January brings ultimatum from Lily. Meet her at hotel or she spills secrets. No choice really. Show up at hotel, she's wearing lingerie and holding phone. Delete Grace's number now. Refuse. She shows screenshots ready to send Grace. Pictures, texts, everything damning evidence. You have 5 seconds Anon, she says seriously. Finger hovering over send button threateningly. Panic kicks in, grab her phone quickly. We struggle, accidentally hit send to Grace anyway. Phone shows message delivered with photo evidence. Both of us staring in horror. Grace calls immediately, crying and screaming incoherently. Lily and I looking at each other shocked. Race home to find Grace packing bags frantically. Won't listen to explanations at all. How could you do this with my sister? Tears streaming down beautiful face constantly. Try explaining it was accident, sleepwalking, anything remotely believable. She's not buying any excuse. Grace storms out, goes to stay with friend. Lily feeling guilty finally about destroying relationship. Maybe we can work this out, Lily suggests hopefully. Tell her this is over completely. She gets angry again, threatens to tell parents next. This chick purely vindictive at heart. Block her number, change locks, avoid places she might appear. Grace not responding to anything. Week later, Grace's mom calls, wants to meet for coffee. Obviously knows something happened. Meet her at Starbucks, expecting lecture about hurting daughter. She orders complicated drink nervously. Grace told me what happened Anon. Here comes the mom rage surely. Instead, she leans closer conspiratorially. I understand these things happen sometimes. She's touching my hand sympathetically. Wait, is Grace's mom flirting right now? Grace is young, doesn't understand men's needs like I do. Definitely flirting, holy shit. Maybe we could talk more privately sometime? Hand moving up my arm slowly. Grace's mom is total MILF, always thought so secretly. This opportunity falling from heaven. I'd like that, Mrs. Thompson, accepting invitation immediately. Why waste perfectly good MILF? She smiles seductively, writes address on napkin. Come by tomorrow evening. Grace won't know. Next evening arrive at Thompson House. Grace's mom answers in silk robe. Definitely planned this. Call me Diana Anon. Mrs. Thompson sounds so formal, leading me inside by hand. House empty. Grace staying elsewhere still. Diana offering wine and sitting close. I always thought Grace didn't deserve you, she purrs. Hand resting on my thigh boldly. This escalates quickly. Diana definitely more experienced than daughters at manipulation. Spend evening talking about Grace's flaws and my potential. Morning after, Diana making breakfast in tiny nightgown. This could be a regular thing Anon. Start secret relationship with Grace's mom immediately. She's lonely, I'm available, perfect match. Diana texting constantly, sending photos, wanting to meet daily. She's needier than both daughters. Month passes, Grace still won't talk to me. Lily moved back home with parents, unfortunately. Lily discovers Diana and I together accidentally. Walks in during deep conversation about Grace's future. She screams, Diana scrambles to explain situation. Family drama reaching nuclear levels now. Lily threatens to tell Grace immediately, Diana begging her to stay quiet desperately. You're both disgusting, Lily shouts, storming out, but she doesn't tell Grace anything. A few days later, Grace calls finally. I heard about you and Mom Anon. Apparently Lily couldn't keep secret after all. Grace crying again on phone. How could you destroy our entire family? Valid question, honestly, no good answer. Grace hangs up. Diana worried about family fallout, but she doesn't end relationship. We're adults, Anon. They'll understand eventually. Diana optimistic about impossible situation. Grace's dad finds out next, threatens to kick Diana out. Family completely imploding spectacularly. Diana chooses me over family, moves into small apartment. We're officially together now. Grace cuts contact completely. Lily moves out immediately. Diana loses both daughters permanently. 6 months later, we're still together. Diana doesn't regret choice. I upgraded from daughter to mom. Grace engaged to some accountant now. Lily dating older guy. Both moved on apparently. Diana and I planning vacation together soon. She wants to go somewhere tropical. MFW, I started dating sister. Ended up with mom instead. TFW, when you trade up generationally and everyone hates you for it.